see him loping along, the tremendous balance, the tremendous athleticism of the horses. Players getting a chance to burn off those pregame nerves. Give a hand. Here they come. We got Fross and Fross going up against Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley in the red and blue. Fross and Fross in every other color. That wonderful performance from Candy and Cody, Kathleen and Cody off of the field. Give them a hand. And now we bring you the finals of the Fort Knox 8-Goal Invitational.
Morgan Stanley team first, if possible.
Playing for Morgan Stanley. Position number 1, Jumpin' Joe Watkins. Take a turn, Joe. Playing at number 2, here's a man who won't go far, but wherever he goes, his name will be Jim Parr. Playing number 3, here's a kid that I told everything he knows, but only a part of what I know, Nick Johnson. What do you say? His nickness, his slickness. And playing in the back slot, we've got my pal, Al. The apples don't fall far from the tree. Eddie Martinez has got enough silver to sponsor a Spanish expedition to South America. And Alan's following in the family tradition. And now, for Fross and Fross. The most dangerous of the species has always been the female, and the first 2 players will be number 1, Paige Boone. You need a goal. You need a goal, you need it soon. Give the ball to Miss Paige Boone. And playing number 2, another of the deadly part of the species, Jolie Liston. Playing position number 3, in a family tradition of excellence, Peter Von Goddard. And playing back, Made in the Shade Wade, Adrian Wade. 8 goals teams. Each side, they'll be playing it on the flat. Our umpires on the field are going to be Lord Lyle and Rob Yackley.
Del Walton's third man. Del Walton, my third man.
Del Walton up here is the tiebreaker. And fortunately, 10-Goal Thomas is with him to help. Throwing in the ball are going to be Larry and Connie Blake from Fort Knox Self-Storage. And this is going to be live, guys. Once this ball comes in, it's hair, teeth, and eyeballs. It's the real deal. The ball is in and the game is underway. Coming out of there onto the boards, Jolie centers the ball. Coming up at speed, my pal Al centers it across for Nick Johnson. Nick Johnson checks it down. Marked there closely by Von Goddard. The ball is centered. Coming up on the line, up front, it's Morgan Stanley out front. Morgan Stanley, what do you say? From Vermont, it's still too soon to say. Ball comes in. Now notice after every goal they change ends. This equalizes the advantage of wind and conditions. So now Morgan Stanley will be going from left to right, Fross and Fross right to left. As tipping with the ball back there is Nick. Nick looking for an open spot way up front. Here comes Jim Parr. Jim Parr drops on the line of the ball. Jim Parr gets a little bit less than all of it and leaves it there where it's tapped, and it's going to be Fross and Fross. Back shot off of a horse, blocked out of there. They're bumping and grinding. Here it comes. Morgan Stanley coming out quickly. Morgan Stanley heading to goal, heading. And Alan Martinez, I think direction, but it's a good break for Morgan Stanley as they jump out by a quick deuce. Ball comes in there on the back line, Made in the Shade Wade. Adrian Wade puts it back there, turned out of there by Nick Johnson, and then picked up by Fross and Fross. Slashed out of there. Ball is left there. Paige Boone going to it on the near side, under the neck, ridden out of the play, coming down on it is Nick Johnson. Nick Johnson takes the near side shot, takes it to the far boards. It bangs off of the boards, and they come in there. They're fighting for every inch, tooth and nail. Hammer and claw. And I guarantee you there's some viciousness out there. They're playing for the Fort Knox Cup, coming towards goal, but it's over the back line. A free hit for the defending team from the spot where it crossed, so the ball comes in. It's tapped out of there to Nick Johnson. Nick Johnson coming up the field. Nick Johnson hammers it upfield, looking deep. It looks like he's got Jim Parr on the fly. Jim Parr coming on the fly and staying with it. Jim Parr is played out of there nicely by Von Gonart, but then it's left there, and all of a sudden it's Fross and Fross holding the ball. Paige Boone puts it there for Adrian Wade. Adrian taps and turns and looks upfield where he bangs a big one, and here comes Jolie Liston at the run, being chased hard. Jolie Liston hammers across field, and here they come. It's a horse race. Jolie Liston heading towards goal, tapping. Oh, it bounced over her stick at the last possible instant. That's the rub of the green, as they say in golf. That bad bounce. So here it comes, Morgan Stanley off the end line. Tapping in is my pal Al. Al takes it back in, flies it upfield, and down the field they come. It's another horse race. Nick Johnson goes to the near side. Nick Johnson steps down, and then he slashes it up along the boards, being marked there by Jolie Liston. Jolie Liston comes to him solidly. Jolie Liston, Nick Johnson taps it, and turns it, coming under there. Nick Johnson jumps out with it. Nick Johnson dribbling, being marked hard there at the end line. It's down there, it's still alive. The ball's coming out of there, and Jolie Liston clears it safely upfield. But unfortunately, the first one on it's going to be all Morgan Stanley, as it's cut out of there with a big slashing back shot by Alan Martez's. And it's Adrian Wade taking a turn and tapping to the near boards. Tapping, looking for someone to get loose, controlling the ball, holding it. They're marking it up very evenly. Paige Boone marked there, being pushed to the sideboards. Paige Boone not able to get loose for the big boom, but that's Adrian Wade eating up real estate. He's being marked there now by Nick Johnson. Nick Johnson marking Wade. Wade fires it up, looking for somebody there, but no. It's all Morgan Stanley as they turn, and Nick Johnson comes up. Nick Johnson slows down the ball. Nick Johnson looking for somebody to get lucky. Nick Johnson got a friendly kick from a horse. Nick Johnson picks it up, and then Jolie Liston comes around. Jolie Liston turns the ball, leaves it there for Adrian Wade. Adrian Wade with one man back. That's my pal Al. And Jolie Liston goes wide. Adrian Wade slashes it up there. It's out in front. I don't think she's going to catch two bad bounces in a row. It's Jolie Liston. Knocks it through, and suddenly Fross is on the board as chukker number 1 is winding down to become.
So it's good to have you after, Ron. Appreciate you helping out.
Always glad. A brilliant amalgam of man and beast with these great horses that are getting at speeds in excess of 30 miles an hour, and then able to stop and turn. All of the natural actions of that you'd see a horse just playing in a pasture, running, stopping, turning. And here we come. Out of the lineup. It's being please, retreat. Thank you. All right. They've sorted it out on the field. It's Fross and Fross with Adrian Wade down there. Adrian Wade bumps it off of Nick Johnson's horse. Nick's there, takes the backhand shot, looking to find his play on the far boards. It's Allen. Allen taps it out of there. Allen comes across. Allen comes across again. He's bumped out of there hard and then played off on the near side. That was Von Gothard making a very stern defensive play, and now the whistle. Ball's coming in on the back line. It's my pal Al being marked there. Al being marked there. Al being chased hard. Al being marked by Adrian Wade. Al being marked again. He turns and he slashes the back shot, but he leaves it there, and Adrian Wade not able to get it. And then Nick Johnson comes in. And Nick Johnson turns and burns. Adrian Wade coming through, looking to make the play. Puts a horse on Alan Martinez, and then coming through is Nick Johnson. Nick Johnson up near goal, and then backed out of there by Fross and Fross, and but whacked through all the same by Morgan Stanley. So Paige and Jolie looking to get loose out front and get a little something in the way of firepower for Fross and Fross, and in the meantime Morgan Stanley is controlling the situation coming through. Adrian Wade made in the shade. Adrian Wade taps the ball under there. Adrian Wade controls the play. Adrian Wade. They're marking up closely, and then Adrian feeds it upfield where it looks like it's going to be Paige on the near side, not able to make her best stroke, and then tapped out of there by Van Gothard. Van Gothard under the neck, wide to the side, the flag man cried. Number 2, Alan Martinez walks up with a stately dignity that is a sign of the Martinez family before letting her rip, and then Nick Johnson out front. All the way on that big gray as Jolie Liston has got the hammer down, looking to make the hook. Jolie Liston out front, Nick Johnson one stride ahead, and there they are, Nick Johnson.
Just under 4 minutes.
That didn't take long. It's just under 4 minutes here in chukker number 2. The ball comes in there, picked up out of there by Alan Martinez. Alan Martinez out front by himself. Alan Martinez looking to feed the ball up. Alan Martinez there, it's up front, but Paige Boone makes a beautiful defensive play as she slashes it on the near side. Coming out of there with it is Alan Martinez. Alan Martinez centers it to Nick Johnson. Nick Johnson going for the deep neck shot, not able to get any wood on it, but coming there and tapped on back into play where it's Alan Martinez hammering it through. Sweet mother of mercy, that didn't take long. No. Not anymore. Well, he did once upon a time. So coming out of there with the ball, Adrian Wade. Adrian Wade looking upfield where he hammers it up there, sitting down. Paige Boone putting him on the hip and hammering it at goal. And once again, Fross and Fross, if it weren't for bad luck, they'd have no luck at all as she steers it wide. Just can't get Fross and Fross to clicking, though they're competing. And here it comes. Coming across field, Alan Martinez, and down the field they come. Look at him, hold the hammer down. Wade in the shade, coming after Martinez. Martinez controlling the ball. Give that angle to the goal. Martinez tapping it, touching it, top and turning, and then Wade coming up with it. Wade leaves it there where it's Liston coming through. Liston leaves it there, and it's Wade coming through. Wade coming through, tops and turns, taps it to himself, getting pushed there by Nick Johnson. Nick Johnson not able to get the near side, and now he picks it up and centers it, and then taps it there where first one on it's going to be Alan Martinez. Alan Martinez taps it there, and once again, it's made in the shade. Wade backs the ball out of there, backs it out of there, first one coming through. It's going to be all Fross and Fross till it stopped there. Turned nicely by Morgan Stanley and then fed up the field where it's Paige Boone on the far boards. Paige Boone checks it down, takes it to the near side. Staying on the board, she needs to slow it down and center it. She takes it out of there on the back shot, not able to make her best stroke, and it goes over the end line. It's on top of the ball, the umpire calls play, and the game's underway. Here he comes, starts to the middle, takes it back to the boards. Taps it once, the bell goes. Next time the ball is called dead, this chukker will be over. Back there is left. It's left for Wade. Wade stops and turns. Wade's being bumped there hard. Able to control the ball. The mallets come up, the whistles get blown. The normal restrictions of the language. The ball is in play again. Coming across, it's Nick Johnson on the ball. Tapping it. Nick Johnson tapping it. Slashed out of there by Van Gothard. Not able to make the best play. It's off the board. The whistle sound. They check him down. And two professionals on the team.
No, but they played against us. I was playing with Tony Villa.
Was it?
Tony Villa.
I'm surprised they beat you. Field at the Villages in the Fort Knox Self-Storage Invitational 8 Gold Tournament. They line them up, and they pitch it in, and we're underway. Up the field they come. It's Adrian Wade fitting it up there where it's Jolie Litt. No, that's Peter Van Gotthard off the boards. He checks it down. Peter Van Gotthard. He's marked there by Alan Martinez. Alan Martinez rides into his swing and gets a whistle for his trouble. And then he gives an explanation. Before, which is a defended goal shot from 60 yards. It's picked out of there nicely. Oh my goodness, did he whack that one hard. And here they come up the field as Alan is ridden off the ball, and down the field they come, off the horse, of course. And then it's stopped there by Paige Boone. Paige Boone turning the ball. Paige Boone handy with that ball, leaves it there for Jolie Liston. Jolie Liston feeds it up. It's on the back and turned there. First one on it's going to be Morgan Stanley, and down the field they come. Jim Parr is a star. Here he comes. Wide and far. Jolie Liston comes down, catches it on the backhander on the near side where it's left there for Joe Watkins. Joe Watkins down into the corner where it's Paige Boone centers the ball. Paige Boone not able to make the pass, and it's Adrian Wade marking it as it's knocked over the end line by Alan Martinez. Adrian Wade taps it once, and then feeds it wide to the side, and it's Greenacres in front of Paige Boone. Paige Boone hammers it, going back into a defensive position. Alan Martinez keeps her from making her best stroke, but here comes Fross and Fross out on the trace. Here it comes, Fross and Fross keeping the heat on, going to the near side. Adrian Wade off the boards, coming through. It's Alan Martinez with a defensive play, backing it onto the boards again. And here comes Jolie Liston out of there. Jolie Liston taps it, and then off of the boards is Joe Watkins, turning it upfield, under the neck, not able to get the best stroke, is Paige Boone, and then she comes through on the near side. Jolie Liston leaving it there, tapped out of there by Morgan Stanley. The ball goes dead for a minute, but Adrian Wade taps it, puts it away from Nick Johnson. Nick Johnson tries to go into position. Adrian Wade controlling it. Left there, where's Joe Watkins under the neck? Coming through, it's Paige Boone. Paige Boone coming up to goal. Here she goes, pushing the line, and once again, Fross and Fross can't get it across. So wide to the side, the flag man cried, they dropped the ball, and here we go. End to end, my friend, is Alan Martinez. Brings it in off the end line, and then hammers that high-flying shot to no particular advantage. Joe Watkins over there. Joe was staying on the ball. And down the field they come. I believe that's Jim Parr, wide and far. Off of the backboards, off of it, high-flying shot. Down there, staying with Morgan Stanley's control. Next one through. Morgan Stanley over the sideboards where they'll check him down, turn him around, and it'll be a bowl-in. Jolie Liston went in for a paint job on her horse, either that or she's got a fresh one. As coming out of there, coming up the field, Adrian Wade on the hip by Alan Martinez. On the far boards. Van Gotthard going up to look for the pass, and here it comes. Deep comes the ball. Here they come. Heading down, tapping towards goal, not able to make the best stroke, and then left there where it's picked up by Wade. Oh, bad break for Jolie Liston there. Coming in towards goal, and then they come the other way. It's Nick Johnson, loose as a goose. And they're running hard. Look at that, I come down the field. They're pushing. That was Paige Boone putting the blowtorch on him. It's left there. Jolie Liston heads it towards the far boards. Jolie Liston looks like a little Appaloosa. For those of you who remember the Powers, they had the Appaloosa line and played a lot of polo on them. Here we are, hitting the goal. That's Nick Johnson. They're being hooked there. The ball is left out front, picked up by Alan Martinez. Martinez leaves it there. It's slashed away on the backhander. Coming in close to goal. It's still out front. The ball is loose and coming across in a brilliant saving play. Paige Boone and up the field she comes in a run. Here they come, turning them loose. Secretariat and man of war for all you can tell, and then Adrian Wade slows it down on the far board. Adrian Wade controlling the ball, taps it under Watkins, lets him slide by, and then Wade off of the back end of a horse, and then Watkins comes through. Watkins tapping the ball. He's staying with it, tapping through it, not his best stroke, and then Wade picks it up with another tap, but then Wade is put on the hip by Martinez, who slashes and centers. Jolie Liston coming on the line. Jim Parr first. Jim Parr hitting the goal. Jim Parr, oh, bad break, and then Jolie Liston able to clear the ball. First one on it there is Peter Van Gontard. Gontard comes to the boards. Gontard off of the boards, leaves it there where it's picked up by Nick Johnson. Nick Johnson not able to do much with it because Van Gontard slowing him down, and Nick stops and turns, takes the ball, and he's by himself heading to goal. Van Gontard giving him all he wants. What for? It's left there. Alan Martinez all over it like white on rice. Alan Martinez marked there by Jolie Liston. Alan Martinez backs it off a horse. It's off the board. Adrian Wade got it. Now Adrian Wade says, please, my pal, I'll give you a little room to move on. Alan Martinez jumps in without giving a man who had controlled the line the play. Congenial companions, perfect conditions, superior performance on the field, and of course, if you don't know for sure exactly what's going on, all you have to do is ask the old 10 go. As here they come, knocking it through. That was the old hidden ball trick. Excellent chances that drifted wide, whereas Morgan Stanley made the best of what they had to go. So I guess the conclusion you'd have to reach is that it's too soon to tell who's going to prevail today as the ball comes in and we're underway in the second half. Coming out of there, the ball is going to be Adrian Wade. Taps it under. Alan Martinez. All over him like white on rice. Left wide there. It's going to be a near side shot and turning around with it. It's going to be Paige Boone. Feeds it up there to Adrian Wade. Adrian Wade is marked there, but not in time as Alan leaves it, and it's tapped out of there by Wade getting back to it. Wade getting back to it. Leaves it there for Paige. Paige tapping. It's off a horse that checks it down, and it's Green Acres and nothing but lots of it as Alan checks up. Being chased there by Van Goddard. Here they come off the field. Alan Martinez with an easy stroke. Gets a 4-foot putt. It's in the jar. That's one of the 4 goals we need, and that didn't take too long, so we only need 3 more to get this where we need it to be. And Adrian Wade is on it. He feeds the ball up. Ball is fed up. Coming through there is Van Goddard. Van Goddard right out front. Van Goddard. That's 2 of the 4 we need. What do you think of them apples? We got about 6 minutes to go.
Pretty expensive day for Fross today, right?
Fross need 1 goal. This is money in the bank. This is better than having the coach to the Buffett account in Switzerland. This is beautiful. Coming out of there. And it's all Green Acres. It's Joe Watkins out front. Alan Martinez. Joe Watkins takes Julie wide. Martinez heading towards goal. Paige Boone chasing Martinez. That's it. Open the spigot. Open the waterways. You've got a mad group of insane people coming en masse. And there you have it, 8-3, and they're back to midfield, coming the other way with it. Jolie Liston on the near side. Jolie Liston leaves it there. Backed out of there by Jim Parr, but picked up by Paige Boone. Paige Boone tapping and turning, getting loose. Paige Boone heading towards goal. Paige Boone tapping, controlling it. leaving it there where it's Peter Van Gandhart draws a whistle. Taking it through, knocking it in, Adrian Wade made in the shade. That's 8-4, and they're back to midfield, changing ends, my friends, and coming up is good. Van Gandhart not able to make the play. Jolie Liston comes through at a high rate of speed. Jolie Liston leaves it there. Van Gandhart picks it up. Van Gandhart coming down. He's in the scoring zone. Van Gandhart out front, and that was consideration. Let's cheer him on to see if we get an all-time record 8 in the fourth.
Is that 2? It's not 2 minutes.
Under 2 minutes to go. It's going to take some good luck. Coming out of there as they pump it and grind it, and then Wade in the shade puts it on there nicely. Here comes Paige Boone at a high rate of speed. She taps and turns it left there for Joe Watkins. And if this is number 7, I'm telling you, this is all good. The suspense is going to be as stressful as Oprah's new thong. Here we go. The ball is up there, rolling, and stopped there. And a whistle sound goes up, steady at the head, taps it in. We've got 7 down and 1 to go. Come on, go to the whip. Let's get back to midfield. Come on. Here we go, the ball's in play. Somebody go all the way. It's coming out of there. It's Nick Johnson tapping and turning, takes it on the near side, staying on the near side, staying with the ball, leaves it out of there. Next one coming through. Joe Watkins pops it up. It looks like it's going to be Adrian Wade. Adrian Wade stops and turns on the far board. Somebody make a run. Let's go. It's coming the other way. It's Fross and Fross coming across. Wade not able to get the bouncer off the board. It's over there, over the side. Time's a wasting. Time's a wasting. I can't take it.
No, I'm good. You sure?
Pull it in. Let's go to the whip and let's get it underway. Coming out of there nicely. It's all Morgan Stanley. First one up the field. Whacked there very stoutly by young Allen, my pal Al, and then coming in the other way. Field shot called for it. Hammered there very nicely. And it's Adrian Wade. First one on it, Adrian Wade. Pounds it the other way, but no particular advantage. Whistle sounds. Morgan Stanley were the malfeasors, and that leaves Adrian Wade free to bring it in without a great deal of contest. Alan Martinez marking him. Then Adrian feeds it deep into the field. First one back. Joe Watkins not able to make the play. Paige Boone not able to make her best hit. Nick Johnson gets in the way of the play. He was going to turn it, but not in time unless I'm in collision with either a teammate or an opposition. So with the ball right up front, we're going to tee it up. We're going to tap it in. It's going to be 8-7. And now it's time to take a beer in your hand and slide forward in your seat and wonder what in the world happened. Morgan Stanley had their way earlier, but all of us started. All right, there you have it. So 2 chukkers to go, and Fross has got Big Mo on their team. Momentum as they come in there. Coming out of it, Jolie Liston. Jolie Liston not able to clear it. Coming off forward, Peter Van Gandhart. Gandhart come across, being chased there by Nick Johnson. Van Gandhart checks it down on that nice looking gray and hammers it towards goal, but it's a little wide to the side. Nice hit there by Peter Van Gandhart.
Just under 6.
All right, off the end line. Here they come. My pal out. Tapping it, looking for somebody in the red and blue to get loose. And up the field they come. Up the field they come. Adrian Wade first one on it, takes a slashing shot back there, but it's my pal sitting on it. Then Allen hammers it up. First one on it there is going to be Wade. He looks back as Johnson checks down, and it's put in there by Alan Martinez. Martinez coming across field, looking upfield, and hammers the big one to stick Nick on the far side. Nick going up there. Adrian Wade looking to play him down. Nick staying with the ball. Wade going to him, and up the field they come. He's turning it towards the far board. It's a bouncing ball. He's hooked out of there, and then it's played there nicely as a whistle sound. Placement of his assets up the field, and he decides to tap it across. Taps it across, and then cuts back to the Z. Puts Allen where Allen's got no play. And that's Nick Johnson, and then he feeds it upfield. Heading down there, but it's Morgan Stanley with a nice player on the hip, but falling back, first one on his way. Wade is able to clear it to the near borders. Coming this way, tapping and turning. Wade stopping on top. Controlling that horse beautifully. Jim Parr not able to make a play. Wade taps it up. Wade taps and turns. Puts it behind Nick Johnson. Wade controlling the ball. Eating real estate. Coming in a run. Gets past Johnson. Coming up there where it's Parr. Parr in the way. But no, Wade knocks it in. I recommend you do. Whoa! They were going to bowl it in, but first they had to explain some things. And now it's bowled in and the ball is on the field. Next rule could establish the situation. The ball's in there. Coming out of there with it is Adrian Wade, straight up field. Von Goddard doesn't get the best stroke on it. Von Goddard not able to get to the near side. It's Martinez on the far side, coming up the boards. Wade going back in defensive position. Alan Martinez, far boards, trying to center. Alan Martinez coming hard. He's got his man Watkins right at front. Watkins. Leaves it on the field. And it's coming across. And here comes Fross and Fross. Whoa! That couldn't have been any closer. Adrian Wade coming up. Adrian Wade off the boards. Adrian Wade looks for it to go, and then feeds it up to Von Goddard. Von Goddard being chased hard. Von Goddard hits a blister. Doesn't have enough. It's rolling. And mother of pearl. That's the one thing that Alan Martinez did not consider is that Von Goddard would drop a bomb. Peter Von Goddard, Peter knowing that Alan Martinez was coming hard, he had one stroke and he used it wisely. As here comes Wade out of there. Alan Martinez checks it down. Coming on the ball. Adrian Wade off the horse. Off Martinez. Martinez backs it up. Our first one back is going to be Peyton Boone. You need a goal, you need it soon. Give the ball to Miss Peyton Boone. There she is at front. Tapping, staying with it. Peyton Boone at front. And then hammers in towards goal. It's rolling. Time to tap it. Wide they cried. Oh my goodness. Sweet mother of my Miss Boone. 1 minute to go with the fifth chukker, and coming in off the end line on that big gray. What do you say? Let's go all the way. That's what you'd say if you're calling for Morgan Stanley to get it all knotted up. It's Alan Martinez looking upfield and lets it go. It's Jim Parr coming hard. Jim Parr drops it down, gives it a whack. Jolie Liston coming across. Jolie Liston putting him on the hip. Jolie Liston with the near side with the offside back shot. Turns it there and it's Adrian Wade picking it up. Time's marching down, so they center it up the field and here they come. Peyton Boone going to the near side, not able to make the best hit, but it's Wade coming like at the speed of sound. Wade coming through, being played there by Nick Johnson, but Wade leaves it there for Peyton Boone. Peyton Boone in front, Peyton Boone. There you have it. And here we go, chukker number 6 is underway on WHIP radio as Alan Martinez coming through. Alan Martinez contesting. there by Adrian Wade. He tries to feed it up to Nick Johnson. Nick Johnson not able to get it because it came off Adrian's horse. It's Alan Martinez leaving it there. Nick Johnson falling in behind. Nick Johnson with the ball. Nick Johnson tapping and turning. Leaving it there for Martinez. Martinez, oh, over the top. Lost his job being shot out of the cannon. And I said that wasn't a good thing because it's hard to find a man of that caliber. In any event, here it comes up the field. Here they come. Jim Parr takes a good slash at it. That's Joe Watkins. Here comes Alan Martinez. Alan Martinez marked by Peter Van Gutter. He turns it quickly. Stops and slows. Peter Van Gutter slashes the ball. Alan Martinez picks it up. Page Boone getting out of the way. Alan Martinez coming towards goal. Adrian Wade, first one on. Alan Martinez not able to make the best hit. It goes wide to the side. For Morgan Stanley just went silent wide. And here comes Adrian Wade, who says, "Sweet mother of pearl, you think half the field is anything to me?" I laugh at half the field. And here comes Page Boone. Page Boone puts him on the hit. Page Boone comes down there, but it's Alan Martinez on the near side. High flyer coming out of there with it is Peter Van Gutter. And then Julie Liston picks it up. Straight down the field, heading towards goal. First one on it is going to be Alan Martinez who centers it. And here in the field they come. It's Jim Parr and the dead run. Jim Parr covering ground. Here they come, up the field they come. Jim Parr like the wind. Jim Parr hammers in again. Jim Parr put on the hit. Not able to make the play. Jim Parr picks it up on the near side. Jim Parr heading towards goal. Left there, right out front, right out front, right out front, and it's through there. Alan Martinez finishes it up. There, Fred. Ball comes in. Out of there with it is Page Boone. Page Boone tapping and turning. Page Boone going to go to the near side off the boards. Off the board, Jolie Liston pushing hard. Over the top, looks like it's going to be Jim Parr with the near side. Centers it out there. And here comes a nice whirling play there. It looked like that was Joe Watkins out front. Joe Watkins catches a bit of a flyer. Joe Watkins drops on the line. Joe Watkins tapping and turning. Joe Watkins heading towards goal. Joe Watkins, Joe Watkins, Joe Watkins. Joe Watkins over the end line. Sweet mother of mercy. Moving up quickly. 0 goal, but not for long. Off the back line. Adrian Wade. Mark over there. Very carefully, and then Adrian Wade drops another bomb up the field. First one on it looks like it's going to be Alan Martinez. Alan Martinez on the far boards. Alan Martinez turning. Alan Martinez doesn't get a good stroke on it, but it's left there, and it's backed up nicely by Peter Van Gutter. Over to the far board. First one back is Morgan Stanley. 1 goal down and time ticking away. Whatever they do, they got to get it done soon. It's under the neck, a deep shot, and it's off the horse of Page Boone. First one on it there is going to be Nick Johnson. Nick Johnson grabs the ball out of there. Looked like Fross was going to get a foul. Out of the ball into a melee there.
It looked like he got loud all of a sudden.
Coming off the midpoint line is going to be Adrian Wade hammers it up, puts it in the scoring position. First one on it is going to be Alan Martinez. He gives it that classic back shot. First one on it, Page Boone. Page Boone taps it, leaves it there, and coming out of it like a bullet. That looks like Jim Parr. Jim Parr. Bumped there once by Adrian Wade, then Adrian Wade puts it upfield where first one to it is going to be none other than Adrian Wade. Adrian Wade taking it to the far boards, burning the clock. Time's marching down. We're well under 2 minutes. Adrian Wade off the board. Adrian Wade controlling the ball. Adrian Wade made the shade. Adrian Wade whacks it across field where he's looking for Page Boone. Page picks it up. Page coming like the wind. That's Jolie Liston. They then picked up out of there, and here it comes. First one on it is going to be Nick Johnson. Nick Johnson centers it up, and then it's Adrian Wade. Adrian Wade cuts it away. Adrian Wade moves it up there for Page move. Page taps and turns. Page moves. Leaving it up there in the center of the field where first one on Alan Martinez. Alan Martinez, knowing that he doesn't have a whole lot of shopping days till Christmas, they draw us a foul. That was one where he hit it under the horse of Adrian Wade. Adrian Wade could not get out of the opposition. Comes up, takes it, taps it, rolling. And guess what, boys and girls? Morgan Stanley's got it all rounded up. Does Fross and Fross give a little backup beer for overtime? No beer. No beer for overtime. Sorry. If it stays overtime, no free beer. I'm sorry. I'd like to help out. Jim Parr settles it up nicely, and they've got time if they make no mistakes. And there we go. Here it comes. Alan Martinez coming like the wind. Alan Martinez played out of there nicely. Back out of there, it's out front, but it's Page Boone. Backs it out of trouble. And then Morgan Stanley hunkered down and popped in a couple there in the last chukker. And so now it's a sudden victory situation. Who's going to get their name inscribed on the permanent memorial of the Fort Knox 8-goal invitation? We're going to find out here in the next couple of minutes. I don't think it's going to take long.
First team to score.
First team to score is going to be here, accepting the consequences of it. Alan Martinez comes out of there, he's driven out of there hard by Adrian Wade, who puts it back, and then it's over the sideboard by Page Boone, the side of Nathan's saddle. Ball's in play, out of there, up the field, here it comes. And Jolie Liston.
Page Boone.
That's Page Boone. Jolie got Page Boone, check it down. Page leads in there. There's Jolie coming in behind the plate. Jolie on the plate. Staying on the plate, being ridden hard, and then accent, but to no advantage. Page Boone under the net. Off overs. It's going to be Adrian. Get out front and wide over the end line. Well, it was hard to see what was going on. Alan Martinez bringing it in. Alan Martinez just takes a little jump. And then comes off the horse, comes across the field, and then up the field they come. Here they come. Jolie Liston in the horse race with Alan. But Alan wins that horse race, and Jolie Liston coming fast. Alan down out front. Alan in this. Alan's in there! Well, ladies and geraniums, we're going to have trophy presentations, we're going to have a big roast, we're going to have human sacrifice.
It certainly doesn't get much better than this. Beautiful day and an open weekend. And, we had 4 great teams, and it's been lost for anything better. And I'd just like to thank Mr. and Mrs. Blackmore for being able to present the trophies today. The Fort Knox weekend has sponsored the Shamrock Trophy that we're playing for. And, it's great to have Andy Moran's father here, Mr. Blackmore. So, Mr. Moran, thank you very much for being here. So we'll start with our runners-up today. Fross and Fross. Number 1, who played an outstanding game today, Page Boone. And number 2, Jolie Liston. And number 3, Petey Bongonga. number 4, Adrian Wade. Hope you can cross the cross. Well done, Fross. Outstanding game today.
Getting to the brackets, getting a perfect bracket all the way through it tonight.
Then our winners, ladies and gentlemen, of the Shamrock Cup today, Morgan Stanley, who had an outstanding game of 30. Donald Roy, when Fross overtook him, but Alan Martinez scored a lovely goal over time. Congratulations, Alan. So Mr. Moran will present number 1, Joe Watkins. Mrs. Moran's going to number 2, Jim Power. Number 3, Nick Johnson. And number 4, goal scorer himself, Alan Martinez. And now we're going to present the Shamrock Trophy to the winning team. Now we're going to have the most valuable player award today. Very tough decision because everybody played outstandingly well today. But anyway, today goes to number 4, Fross, Adrian Wade. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, one last time for Morgan Stanley. Let's hear it for Morgan Stanley. Thanks for the Shamrock Cup today. Then our next award is a very, very important award. It's the Best Playing Pony Award. This horse was awarded to the 5th chukker who came back and paid in overtime for Adrian Wade. So, the 5th chukker pony today. Beautiful horse name is called Prospect. Adrian had an outstanding chukker in the 5th chukker and he even brought it back out overtime if I'm not mistaken. on behalf of the Polo Club and the players, I'd just like to say a big thank you to Walter and the Booster Club membership for very kindly donating some money towards the Polo Players Fund. This fund, for whom those of you don't know, has been created to help any player or group or horse that gets injured playing out here. So a big thank you to the Booster Club members for donating from $1 to however many dollars you decide to donate. So we really appreciate it. On behalf of all the players here at the Villages Polo Club, horses and groups, we want to say a big thank you to